Good afternoon, everyone. This is T. Fletcher. It is 10 o'clock p.m. in California, and I am back because of the wonderful news that we're all hearing about Harry and Meghan's new deal with Netflix and all of the new things that they are going to be added. I mean, some of the things we knew about, but let's get started. And I'm sure if you guys look at other content creators who are Meghan supporters, I'm sure you already heard this, but I'm going to repeat it for the people who have not. So, Meghan, she gave Newsweek an exclusive, and I still can't believe she did that. But anywho, she gave them an exclusive to announce that they are renewing their Netflix deal in a major boost, okay, for the couple after there were reports that the streamers was removing to ditch them, which we already know that they pulled that out from somewhere that's very stinky because no one told them that Netflix was going to give them the boot. They made that up. But anywho, Meghan said, we are proud to extend our partnership with Netflix and expand our work together to include As Ever brand, Meghan said in a statement released to Newsweek. She said, my husband and I feel inspired by our partners who work closely with us and our Archwell Productions team to create thoughtful content across genres that resonates globally and celebrates our shared vision. And that's what they've always wanted to do. Harry and Meghan has always just wanted to work with people who share their vision. And I can't understand for the likes of me why so many people who crawl from under rocks and slither out, they don't crawl, they slither out just to throw stones and hide their hands. But this person, Bella, she is a Netflix chief content officer. She said to Newsweek, Harry and Meghan are influential voices whose stories resonate with audiences everywhere. The response to their work speaks for itself, which is so true. Harry and Meghan gave viewers an intimate look into their lives and quickly became one of Netflix most watched documentary series. So no matter what other people are saying, you are hearing it from the what we call with quotation horse's mouth, okay? And she added, most recently, fans have been inspired by With Love Meghan with products from the new As Ever line consistently selling out in record time. We're excited to continue our partnership with Archwell Productions and to entertain our members together. Isn't that lovely? Now, I was going to read something else to you, but this young lady, Afua, she presented it better than how I would be able to explain it because I'm sure she is a lady who works closely with entertainers and she knows the back end of how this stuff is worked out, which I would like to believe that she knows. But here she is.
Harry and Meghan have agreed what's been called a first look deal for film and TV projects. That means the Sussexes must go to Netflix and give them the first opportunity to pick up their shows. Well, joining us now is royal commentator Afia Hagen. Lovely to talk to you. So let's talk about that deal, a first look. Talk us through how this is different from their previous Netflix deal.
Yeah, so there's kind of three main differences between this first look deal and the overall deal, which is what they had before when they first signed on with Netflix. So the first difference is that this first look deal can cover feature films, other intellectual property, which could be books. The overall deal was primarily for TV series and films. So they could do much more content for Netflix than just, say, films, TV series. It could be other intellectual property. The second difference is is with this first look deal, the content creator, so that would be Harry and Meghan and Archwell Productions, retain the copyright to the material that they have created. With an overall deal that they had before, the studio retains the copyright, everything that's created within their contract terms. And the third and probably the most important difference is that with a first look deal, if anything that they take to Netflix, Netflix perhaps decides they don't want to pick that up, Harry and Meghan and Archwell Productions can take that to another production company, so another streamer or another film company. With the overall deal that they had before, even if they took an idea to Netflix and they didn't like it, they couldn't take that anywhere else.
Because a lot of people may have, watching this programme tonight, may have seen the response to this saying it's a downgrade from the previous deal. Is that fair?
I'm not sure that it is. I mean, it's a different deal, most certainly. But this deal actually gives them more freedom. It gives them a chance to take other ideas that they may have, that Netflix may have refused, to other production companies, to other film companies. And actually, lots of people in Hollywood have these kind of first look deals. Cynthia Erivo has one. Tyler Perry has one. Loads of people have them. And it means that people have a lot more freedom. That, yes, I work with this production company. I trust them. I work with the streamer. But perhaps if you don't like something, an idea that I've pitched, someone else could pick it up. And that's more lucrative for them at the end of the day.
I suppose the interesting element is what that content of theirs might look like. They've done some documentaries, they've done the lifestyle programme, which The World and His Wife had a comment on. What do you think that content might look like for Netflix, and might we see a change?
Well, yeah, we actually have an idea of what is coming up. So we have a With Love Meghan festive special that's going to be after the second season, which drops on Netflix later on this month. There's also going to be the Meet Me by the Lake, which is a film that they've picked up. They bought the rights to the book of it, and they're going to make a film of that. And there's also going to be a documentary called Massacre Kids, A Rhythm Within, and that's a new documentary short film in association with Wanatara Studios and Archwell Productions, and that's about kids in Uganda living with HIV/AIDS. So that gives us a little bit of information about some of the projects that have got coming up, but of course there could be other things in the pipeline as well.
I love it. I
Harry and Meghan have agreed what's been called a first look.
I love it. It was about to start all over again, and I think she explained that well. I feel that I'm happy that they got the first deal, because that was right after they left the royal. They stepped down as senior working royals, and they fled from Canada to America for their safety. And that's when Charles, or I don't know, the Queen, pulled their security. So they had no support, and they had to not move in, but Tyler Perry gave them a mansion to live in and gave them security so that they were protected. And that's when they got the Netflix deal, and then they got the Spotify deal, because they needed that to support their family. And now this is a second contract. And now, they've been in America, and now they know how it works. And, they've been rubbing elbows with other people. So now they want to work with other people. They want to do other things. They need to continue to make money to support their family, and everything is going well. I feel like you should not be stagnant. Continue to thrive, flourish, do things with other people. And there are so many people who can't stand that, but they have to admit that Meghan and Harry are thriving. So I'm going to let this woman talk to you and let you know how she feels about this whole situation.
As many know that. Are you as surprised as many know that watching this show that the career of Meghan Markle seems to have risen like a phoenix?
Well, you talk about ashes, but I think you have to accept that it is us, the media, who created those ashes. There was no statement from Harry and Meghan and no indication at any point. But we all decided that the Netflix deal was dead in the water. So it's one in the eye, actually, to all her detractors. Cameron summed the whole thing up very, very well, though I have to say that he kind of spoke about all these projects, but if you analyse it, it's one show that's in the can already. That's her lifestyle show. There's a holiday special about Christmas, and then there's the Ugandan documentary. But Harry is mentioned in that only as one of many producers, quite a long way down, actually, and Meghan is also mentioned there. And the rest of it is all very, very vague what's going to happen. But the fact of the matter is, they have won, Meghan has won, and we have to eat humble pie.
And she is right. I mean, but you know what? I don't like how she said that they have won, Meghan has won. This is not a competition. This was their lives. They had to thrive to support their family. They have to pay for security. They have to pay for that home. They have to pay for their lifestyle. So for her to say they have won, did they really think this was a game? We're talking about people's lives here. It's not a game, but it's interesting. It's interesting how they look at all this stuff and they think that it's a game. But hey, whatever. Thank you, Meghan. Thank you, Harry, for not simping and, well, that's I'm showing my age, but for not allowing these people to bring you down to the point where you could not lift yourself up and rise to the occasion. I love to see it. And there are a lot of squaddies who love to see it too. A lot of supporters. What did this person say? Dozens of celebrities sign deals with the streaming giants. However, when Harry and Meghan do it, it makes global news. Now, isn't that the truth? Generating millions of dollars in free publicity for Netflix and Harry and Meghan. That's their value. When H&M do something, love them or hate them, people pay attention. Now, isn't that the truth? They keep winning. Oh my goodness. And here's what another person said. They said, Netflix said, I don't know about y'all, but we are in the money-making business round here. You think we became Meghan's business partner, investing heavily in her as ever brand, and gave Harry freedom to make his impactful documentaries just to walk away? Y'all tripping. And the next person said, but I thought somebody's cousin's brother who works at Netflix says H&M's Netflix deal was over. I'm clutching my pearls, baby. I'm clutching my pearls. Really? What did the next person say? The next person said, so you are outraged at Harry and Meghan for working and landing a new Netflix deal, but is perfectly fine with Kate, William, and Camilla vacationing on billionaires' yachts with your money, and with W&K, Will and Kate, wanting to add another house funded by you, the taxpayers, to their big property portfolio. Are you dumb? Oh, man. See, that's why I had to come back and talk to you, because this is so funny. Are you serious? Why are people so upset with not Harry, Meghan, they are so upset that this woman is thriving. They are so upset that she's happy. I mean, you have to be a miserable. I'm getting tongue tied because it's late. A miserable person to want and pray and beg for somebody to fail. And even when it's in your face on a platter, that this is delicious, it smells good, it tastes good, the presentation is wonderful, and you still say, this was horrible, it smells nasty, the presentation was terrible, because you know that you can never elevate or rise to that level. It is insecurity at its finest. But there was a young man, I'm going to let him explain this to you, or not explain it, but it's crazy because we're all seeing this. But I'll let him tell you.
The hate for Meghan Markle is real. It is real. The way these women are hating on Meghan Markle right now. Because of her new venture, her lifestyle venture and cooking. Basically, she's taking over lifestyle right now. And it's almost like I don't know, but I've been seeing videos and looking at the comments and what people say about Meghan Markle. It's crazy. And this lady don't do nothing but mind her own business. That is it. And take care of her husband and her kids. It's crazy to me. It's almost like she stole their man. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, if not millions of women. It's like this woman stole all of those ladies' men right under their feet. Right from under their feet. Meghan Markle did. And they hate her for it. And it's evident. I just think it's insane. I think it's insane. Like, seriously. Like, y'all are mad at this woman for marrying the prince. Which I guess to a lot of women, that was their prince. And they wanted to be the princess. And Meghan Markle ended up taking their dream.
I love to see it. I love to see it. What else do we have here? So we have another supporter saying, indeed, you can't fake influence. The power of this stunning lady, Princess Meghan, not even Taylor Swift's announcement of her coming 12th studio album could compete with her and Harry's Netflix deal and coming second season of her lifestyle show. Well, most people would say, well, that is a lot, but it's just how there are people, haters and just rags and television shows, not television shows, but what are they called? I could say television shows, or just anybody that's talking about what's going on with the current events. People are talking about it, whether you like this woman or not. You're talking about it, and it's crazy. So I was doing screenshots of the show while the video was going, but I got this particular video off of Twitter, so you can see all the different styles that she's going to be wearing for the upcoming special. And here are some pictures. Well, not just pictures. Let's start with all the people who are talking about it. I didn't have a lot of people, but just, I had Variety, and then what was the other one? E! News, Elle Magazine, and so many others that's talking about it. And then I took this information from someone that's on X, and it says Netflix season 2 trailer has received over 1 million likes in 2 hours on Meghan's IG page. Wait a minute. That didn't make sense. It says the season 2 trailer, the Netflix season 2 trailer has received over 2 million likes on Meghan's IG page. Well, I took this because I can't see her likes or her views. So it's nice to see that there are people who could actually get this information for me. And also, so this is the house that was on the trailer. It looks so look like a house that's in the countryside, with probably grapes in the back, fruit trees, probably animals somewhere near. It gives me a farming feel, Meghan toasting someone, Meghan giving hugs. And, I had to put the food on there, that's her and her friend. And if you look at some of the comments that were made, some of the things that they were saying, it said, I love the idea of spending time together. And here's another clip, and finding new ways to show people you care. Oh, and that's her with, I can't remember her name, but Tegan, John Legend's wife. And that's Meghan. Let's get creative and learn something new. I love this picture. Meghan in her jeans, in her blue and white striped shirt. She looks very cute right there. Very cute. And then her and her friends having a good time. And what's his name? I forgot his name. But he's the one that goes out and help people who are in crisis, to make sure that that they're eating no matter what. Andreas, that's his name. And Meghan and her, around flowers looking good. And I think that's a dress. That's a dress that actually sold out. I forgot the name of the person who designed the dress. It's something Herrera, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but let's keep it going. And that's Meghan again, looking all cute, and other pictures. Oh, there are easy ways. What does it say? Easy ways to show. What does this say? Oh, skip that one. Let's go back. Why I can't? You guys can't see it, but I have something that's covering that where I can't see what it's saying. But anyway, you guys get the gist of what's going on. And Meghan she's going to get the numbers, and people are going to watch, and people are going to write positive comments about it. They're going to write negative comments or reviews about it. But guess what? Meghan and Harry are going to continue to thrive. And just like anyone else in the world, whether they fall, they can still get back up, and they can continue to do what they need to do to support their family. And I just wish that people just leave them alone and just let them be. Let them be a family. Let them thrive and handle your business. If you don't want to watch the show, don't watch the show. I am a supporter, and that is the reason why I have this channel, because I want to talk about Meghan and Harry because I support them. But if you don't have to watch. Until my next video, you guys have a wonderful day. And if you like the video, please like, share, or subscribe. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.